Welcome to another episode of Mythic Drafting, where today we are doing a Lord of the Rings draft, and we've opened the best possible card to open it in the set. Anduril, Flame of the West, is amazing. Colorless, creature gets +3/+1. Whenever it attacks, you create 2 tapped 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. If the creature that attacks is legendary, they are attacking as well. So Anduril's really nice. Passing 2 strong black cards in Bitter Downfall. Torment of Golem, which I'd expect to be the next picked. And then I think after that it's probably Reprieve, Generous End as the best cards in the pack. But we're going to slam Anduril here and move on. And now I think we don't really have a choice from a flavor perspective but to take Aragorn here. We've got Aragorn's sword and there's Aragorn himself. So I think we're going to go ahead and pick this one. I think if you're at a sort of PT level event or a competitive event, you'd probably pick Gandalf here. It's legendary as well, single colored, single pip, much more consistent. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Aragorn, and let's potentially try and draft the 5 color legends deck here. And follow that up, we'll take a Gandalf now. Tale of Tenruvil, not really where I want to be. I don't really want to be base green unless we're like getting the Woes Pathfinders. Also wouldn't mind an Eagles of the North in this deck. Troll is good if you want to go black, but yeah, after taking Aragorn, I think we're going to be avoiding black as much as possible if we want to go down that route here. And I'm pretty happy to pick up a Gandalf. I think Gandalf's a very solid card. It just makes all your ring tempting really strong. It's also a legend for Anduril. Everything about it I quite like there. Now there's an interesting pack here with Moria Marauder still in the pack. Marauder is good. It's really good in the black-red deck, but it's double red, not particularly where we want to be in a deck trying to cast Aragorn. And it looks to me like there's already a black common out of the pack. So somebody's taken that. So black is going to be cut. And the fact that there's still a Shire Sheriff here, Protector of Gondor, Slip on the Ring, the Eagles. I think we just take Shire Sheriff here. It's good with Aragorn and Anduril. And it's just a pretty solid card, and we could potentially be like blue-white or some other version of the deck there. Now there's a Strider Ranger of the North, and there's also an Enraged Huon. I quite like Enraged Huon. Don't know how to say that word. I do like Strider, but it's a little bit less, it's not as good as you potentially think it is because it's already going to dwarf most things. It's also awkward because if we play it, we have to be green-red, and we've got a white and a blue card here. I think it might be better off to just take Enraged here. The Ring Tempts You is just so good that I actually think it might be more solid than Strider when you combine it with the Trample. So we'll pick that one up here. Now, of course, we get another one here. I think we just take it over everything else here. Nasty End isn't particularly good. None of these cards are particularly good. And Enraged Huon is pretty strong. It's certainly a fine card to have. Now I think we can take a Glorfindel here. And we can potentially just move all in on Legends. Whenever you scry, choose one. It gets +1/+1 and must be blocked, or it can't be blocked by one or more creatures. The rest of these cards we're not playing. I don't think Glorfindel is amazing by any means, and we can definitely look to cut it here. But it's a legend. It's probably worth picking up. And now we'll take a Great Hall of the Citadel. 8th pick is fantastic. I think it's better than Legolas. It enables everything that we want to do. And we're just going to try and take every single one of these that we see at this point. Now I think we'll take the Isolation at Orthanc. You just want to pick up the interaction when we see it. And Isolation is pretty nice. And I think as well along those tokens we'll take Improvised Club here. We're pretty open at this point in terms of our colours. We could be green-blue, we could be green-white, we could be all kinds of combinations. And now I think we take Arwen's Gift here. If we do end up being green-blue legends, Arwen's Gift is just 3 mana, scry 2, draw 2. Super solid, and it works well. Yeah, so we want to pick up these. We want to pick up more legends, and we've got to figure out what our second color is. But I like this start. This deck is going to be interesting and different from a lot of decks that I've drafted so far. And it's already looking with 3 legends here and 2 ring Tempsu creatures to be pretty solid. Could take Westfold Rider, or we could take Slip on the Ring. Slip on the Ring looks decent, but I think Westfold Rider is just the 2-drop. It's going to be nice to shore that up. Don't think we're going to want to play a Galadrim Guide. Just a 3/4 that scries 2 is not particularly good, and our 4-drop slot is already looking decent here. Potential that we wanted to take the Slip on the Ring there, given we've got Gandalf, and we've got a lot of creatures we want to protect as well, and a couple of enter the battlefield effects also. Another interesting pick here. There's a Gwar here. Hugh the Antwood is not a card I particularly want to be playing. So I think our options here are quite interesting. There's a Gwar here, the Windlord. There's a Butterbeer Breekeeper. Also a Lorien Revealed. Lorien Revealed is very strong. The card draw is very nice, but I think if we're doing the Legends thing, Gwar here is pretty sweet for extra draw. And if we get enough ring Tempsu, we can potentially make it a 4-drop. But Lorien Reveal is going to help with our mana base, and it's a great card. There's a chance we wheel this also, given no one else probably wants to play it. This is a pretty strong pack. I think for those reasons, I'm actually going to take Lorien Revealed. I think there's a chance that we wheel the Gwahi there, and so it's worth taking the stronger card. Now this is this is a strong pack. There's a Claim the Precious, a Frodo Sauron's Bane, which we're not going to play because the triple black is going to be very prohibitive. The card we are going to take here is Old Man Willow. This is a bit of a risky pick. We could take like a Generous Ent or an Oliphant to help shore up our splash, but I think we're going to go all in on the Legends here, and Old Man Willow is a very strong one, and we're going to look to pick up some more Great Halls of the Citadel as and when we see them. So now we have another interesting pick here. There's a Prince Imrahil the Fair, an Errand Rider of Gondor, an Eagles of the North, and an Athelian Kingfisher here. So it's really going to come down to what we want our second colour to be here. It does feel like white is quite open. And again, I think we might wheel the Prince Imrahil the Fair. And Errand Rider of Gondor is just so strong in the Legends deck. You just draw all these extra cards. I think it's going to be the pick there. Now I have an interesting pick. There's a Grey Haven, which can be good if you can find a way to pitch Legends, but it's not particularly strong otherwise. There's a Wizard's Rocket, but I think the pick for us here is Ents Fury. It gets to fight. We don't have a lot of removal at this point. I don't think we're going to be playing the Improvised Club here. I think we're pretty firmly like green, white, blue at this point, and Ents Fury, it gives us the interaction that we're going to need in this deck here. Wow, so now some really strong black cards here. Golem's Bite, March from the Black Gate, Mortal Muster. They're all very good. We can take Fog from the Barrow Downs, or we can take an Athelian Kingfisher here. Feels like we're more likely to be base white at this point. So I think I'm just going to take the Fog over the Athelian Kingfisher here. Not sure about that pick, particularly after getting another one here. Maybe it would have been better to have the Athelian Kingfisher there. And now I think we're just going to pick a Wizard's Rockets. We don't have a ton of the Great Halls of the Citadel that we were hoping to get. And so I think it's going to be worth picking up one of these to try and make it work. To try and make the mana work. Similarly now, there's a Troll of Khazad-dûm, a Lothlorien Lookout. I think we just want to take the Troll. I think if we don't hit more of these Great Halls, which we now do hit, along with an Ents Fury and a Quick Beam, then we may actually need to just play this in one swamp to make Old Man Willow castable. But now the Great Hall of the Citadel is going to go a huge way to casting all our spells. The second one of these is nice, and then the third and fourth one is just fantastic. So I'm going to be looking to pick more of them up. It's going to be an interesting build here. We've got some blue cards, got some white cards. Now we're going to pick up a Slip on the Ring here. Slip on the Ring can be solid with some of our cards that enter the battlefield. I mean, none of these really have strong enter the battlefield effects, so I actually think Slip on the Ring is not going to be particularly good. The question here is really going to come down to us between these draw cards and the benefit of Fog on the Barrow Downs, although it's possible that we just base 3 colours here. We could take Wizards Rockets here or Grey Havens. I think we've got enough colourless lands. I don't think we're going to play a second Wizards Rockets. I think it's more likely we play the Grey Havens. We'll look at the white hand on the wheel there, but we're not playing that. So now this is the perfect card for us. Woe's Pathfinder is fantastic. Someone else is drafting blue-white because Gwahir didn't come back round, but Woe's Pathfinder is just so solid. It's going to fix our mana, allow for potentially turn 3 Aragorn, turn 3 Old Man Willow, Gandalf, all these things. We want as many of these as possible, and we're just going to slam it here. I mean, we'd probably take it over almost any other card at this point. So now there's a Rosy Cotton, which works well with Anduril, works well with Aragorn, Shire Sheriff. It also works well with Old Man Willow. A couple of nice ones with it. There's not a ton of way for our deck to make tokens. We could wheel the Many Partings. I think it's still the best card in the pack, and so it's worth taking here. And it looks like we're probably leaning more towards green-white than green-blue here. Similarly, we're going to take Peregrine Took here. Creating additional tokens is going to be really nice with Rosie, and then creates additional food to draw cards. So that's a nice little 2-card combo there I think we can take. So now we're going to play the Fog. We're probably going to play the Wizards Rockets. I don't know about the Troll here. Might be enough to just have these 3 and Woe's Pathfinder to get away with not having a swamp. But we may play 1 swamp, I think. It just depends on how the rest of the draft goes. So now there's a Shadow of the Enemy. Not going to play that. We will take another Shire Sheriff here. We've got some ways of making... We've got a few ways actually now of making tokens. So Shire Sheriff becomes a lot better in this deck now, and we can happily pick one up there. This pack is not great for us. Brandywine Farm is just not good enough as a card to like build in. You just don't want to take that to make the other stuff work. I think we probably just take a Glorious Gale. I don't think we're playing it, but that's probably the card we're most likely to play there. Now we can take a Mushroom Watchdogs, but I think we just pick up another End's Fury here. Another removal spell. Probably cutting some of the other ones here. Now we could take Bilbo Retired Burglar. We could take a Took Reaper or another Fog here. Still one more pick to get another Great Hall of the Citadel. I think we just take Bilbo. I think it's pretty unlikely we play Bilbo here, but probably the card we're most likely to play. So now we can take War of the Last Alliance, which actually allows us to search for legendary creatures. So if there's any deck to actually play War of the Last Alliance, this might actually be the one. I think let's go ahead and take it. I don't know if we're going to run it, but we might run it. Now I think I'm going to take a Shire Terrace as well, actually, just to shore up the mana base here. And I think we'll pick up a Lembas. And the deck is looking okay. I don't think we can really get away with Lauren Revealed here. We can probably play a Bag End Porter. We'll probably cut the... I think we really should cut the War of the Last Alliance. And we should probably cut Bilbo as well, I think. The Ring Temps on Bilbo is very nice. 2 Great Halls, Wizards Rockets. I think it's just too... stretches the mana base a little bit too much there. We're really like... Yeah, I think that this is going to be what the deck looks like here. Probably with maybe 1 cut here, because we've got... Let's see, this is 25. We need... So this is going to be 15 land. We probably need to play... Probably cut Lembas... Probably actually cut the I think we cut the Wizard's Rockets. I think we already have enough ways to cast our spells. All our splashes are legends except for Troll of Khazad-dûm here, which is effectively a land in this deck. So I think we can cut the Wizard's Rockets. And I think we probably cut the Lembas here. War of the Last Alliance is probably the cut, but I actually think this is a lot more fun to play this. We should probably actually cut Arwen's Gift and Isolation at Orthanc. And just play green-white, splashing Gandalf and the Lorien revealed here. So this is 7, 8, 9, 14, 17 lands with an 18th with the Troll. My problem is Arwen's Gift is really nice with with all the legends. And then Isolation and Orthanc, we don't actually have a ton of removals. So I think actually let's just run these. Now we're going to have a look at the mana. I think, yeah, we want 5 forests, Shire Terrace. Probably only want 2 islands here, with the Lorien revealed being another one. I could probably uptick a forest here for our Woes Pathfinder. Shire Terrace is 5 lands here, so that's nice. Probably actually shave a land, given we've got Lorien revealed and the Troll. It's probably cut. It's a bit awkward because the ones we would want to go down in are not those ones. So maybe we cut Isolation at Orthanc and play like a Slip on the Ring. This is a tough build here. I think 1 Slip actually might be better than Isolation at Orthanc here. We want the second island to actually be able to cast Lorien revealed. The Lorien revealed, yeah, it's not come out as well, but given we're not as heavy in blue. So this is still 6, 8, 14, 17 land. So we can still actually shave a land here. We could like shave an island and play a Wizard's Rockets, which actually basically does the same thing. It allows us to cast Lorien revealed. I think I like this better. This gives us more. Gives us 18 land sources, keeps the forest and the plains, allows us to cast the Lorien revealed, but otherwise it acts as an island. It's going to be an interesting deck. I think War of the Last Alliance is not a very good card, but given what we've got, it can assemble the Rosie and Peregrine Took combo, can go get Aragorn and Old Man Willow, and just is a pretty fun way of trying to win the game. So let's go ahead and run this, and I'll see you in game number 1. Alrighty, here we are for game number 1 on the play here. This hand is pretty awkward. Don't think it has much upside, so we're going to go ahead and mulligan that one. This hand is much, much better. We keep this 6 and we pitch an enraged Huon here. Woes Pathfinder into Old Man Willow into enraged Huon is just fantastic. And then having the Glorfield Dauntless Rescuer is also fine. So yeah, this is Glorfindel. This is a good start. They're going to get in here. We don't have any blocks. And then we can throw down the Willow. It's just a 3/3 to start with, but that's fine. If we draw 1 land in range 2, and it'll be a 4/4. They can kill it with Smite the Deathless, which is a little bit awkward, so maybe that's an argument to just cast Glorfindel there, but I think the upside of getting it down is high enough there. And they don't have it, so that's good for us. Now we can just go ahead and get the ring tamps us down. Old Man Willow is going to be our ring bearer here. Do we want to sack something here? No, we don't. They've just got 1/1s at the moment. We might cash Woes Pathfinder in at some point, but Next turn we can Glorfindel and Ents Fury and put a 1/1 counter on in range 2 in here. And take down a bigger creature if they play something, like a Relentless Rohirrim. So the ring's going to tempt them. They're going to get that 1/1 in. I think we're going to fight. Yeah, we're going to fight here within range 2. So let's just go ahead and Ents Fury in range 2, Relentless Rohirrim. We get a +1/+1 counter. We get +1/+1. And it's going to be a 6/7. We're going to deal a ton of damage this turn. And opponent has just seen enough already. So that's win number 1, and I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty, on to game number 2 here. This hand's a definite keep. We're just going to go and run out, I think. Probably Troll of Khazad Ooh. Now it's actually interesting. We could run Troll out, or we could land cycle here. The upside of Wizards running the Rockets out is we can cast a turn 4 Aragorn, which is nice, but this guarantees that we actually have the land. So I think we just want to cycle here. We can always just cast Wizards Rockets instead of Shire Sheriff here. And when you cast a Wasp, we get a 1/1 human creature token, so we actually probably want to cast Shire Sheriff the turn after we play Aragorn so that we can sack the token to itself. So that's nice. I think we'll probably play Wizards Rockets, then Anduril, then Aragorn, and then see what happens from there. Mortal Muster is fine. We're not going to be put under too much pressure by that, and we can just go ahead and cast our Wizards Rockets. We are going to need to draw a green source at some point. Dunlop Crebain is very nice. We will be able to take that down on, hopefully. There's a green source. So now we could Shire Sheriff here, but I think we just want to Anduril here and then get Aragorn down next turn. And then play Shire Sheriff, probably an Ents Fury as well. So we're going to take a fair bit of damage here, but hopefully we can shore things up next turn. If they have Glorious Gale, it's very bad for us. But yeah, Grima Wormtongue is fine. It's not that threatening. And now we can just Great Hall of the Citadel. We actually don't need to sack the Rockets here. So I think we just hold the Rockets. And just cast Aragorn. And say go. Now, they're probably going to have a way to deal with... I would guess they have a way to deal with Aragorn, but it's worth just getting it down there. I think. Like, they probably have a claim to Precious. Maybe it's actually worth just playing Old Man Willow there. But now we can just play Old Man Willow anyway. That's fine. The upside of just Shire Sheriffing and killing that 3/3 with it is really, really nice. So it is tempting there to just do that. Now we're under a fair bit of pressure here. Woe's Pathfinder. So I think we just want to Ents Fury. And then next turn we can equip Shire Sheriff. If we draw a land, we'll also get to... We can equip Ents Fury and Shire Sheriff. So... And Old Man Willow with the Anduril is actually nice because you can stack the triggers so you sack this so we can take down their flyer. And then use the other token. So they don't have anything here, which is great news. We're going to be able to kill that flyer. And we're going to be able to kill that thing as well. So our turn. War of the Last Alliance. Okay. So now I've got to think this through. We can equip... We're going to want to attack this turn, I think. Let's go ahead and equip it on Old Man Willow. We can fight if we want. It'll be a 10-8. If we fight this turn, it'll take 6. Yeah, and then they could double block and kill it. But we'd clear that whole board. Our other option is just to attack and shrink this. But that's also not particularly great. So I think what we want to do is cycle this for 0 here and try and hit a land. Probably should have done that first. There's okay, so the land is great. Now we can Ents Fury and kill the troll. If they sack it here, that's really nice for us. Yeah, that's great. Because now we get the 11-9. We can attack. We want to create the tokens first. Sack this one. And do that to kill the Dunlet and Crebain. They can't block. We hit them down and then we Shy Sheriff away the 3-3 here. So now we sack this token. And the beautiful thing about Shy Sheriffing, which is very flavorful, Orc armies, is they don't get them back. So Shy Sheriff is one of the better cards against your Orc armies. And now, I mean, Sirith or Ghoul Patrol is just not going to be it, I don't think, on this board. We don't even need to sacrifice them. We can just go ahead and bash in with Old Man Willow and keep the flies around. So let's go ahead and do that. No need here to sack one. Just get our flies, and they're going to have to chump with Grima, I think. So Deceive the Messenger, or they'll chump with the 1-1. And now we're just going to Woes Pathfinder and War of the Last Alliance, I think, here. In order to, Woes is just going to close the game out because it can give trample to Old Man Willow. I mean, so they are slowly chipping away at us, but they will die pretty soon here. So let's go ahead and Woes Pathfinder and War of the Last Alliance here. We can go and fetch a legend. We can fetch Rosy Cotton, which creates food and gives +1/+1. Or Peregrine Took. Or Gandalf. I think Rosy actually is probably the best one here. Because Rosy can start creating bigger flyers, which is going to help close the game much faster. So Nazgul here, okay. So Nazgul's good. We can shrink the Nazgul though, so that is good. They might have, I wonder if they attack here. They could potentially look to attack here. And I think we chump with Shy Sheriff here. It is tough because if we draw land, we just kill them. We can shrink the Nazgul as well. Yeah, we do need to chump. We're going to get another legendary creature as well, actually. So I think we can just kill them in the air. Unless their last card is Deceive the Messenger, because we can go get another legend here. So we search our library for a legend. If one or more tokens would be created, create an extra food token. Yeah, so I think we actually just want to get Peregrine here. But we've drawn the land we needed. So now we can just bash in with Old Man Willow, leave everyone else back, and just... Yeah, we just want to create the flyers. And then sack one of them to shrink the Death Toucher. And then now we'll give Old Man Willow trample, and that should close the game out. So let's go ahead and trample up our Willow Boy. And that's going to do it. 2-0 to start things off. And let's see if we can keep this train rolling. Alrighty, back for game number 3 here on the draw. This hand's going to be a keep. We've got a Peregrine Took, Ents Fury. We can Shy Terrace on turn 2 if we don't draw anything for the 1 swamp here to cast Troll of Khazad-dûm. There is like some argument, I guess, to not doing that because we could draw Aragorn and we'd be 2 colors away, but I think in this instance we just want to get it out. Get it out there. So Rally at Hornburg from the opponent in green-red. They could have like a human-based green-red kind of deck. Not too concerned about that if they do. We do need a way, like we're going to need to draw some gas here. If we just draw lands from here on out, we'll be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, we're going to be in a lot of trouble now because Horn of Gondor is going to absolutely destroy us. It's basically the game at this point. We actually just cannot beat this card. So Rally at Hornburg into Horn of Gondor is basically impossible for us to deal with. We're just not going to be able to beat it because now they're going to untap and they're going to create three humans. And then the next turn they're going to create 6. So they can just basically do that until they have an army big enough to kill us. There's not really much that they can do. They probably don't attack this turn because we eat one. They should just use their horn. They shouldn't do anything else. They should use horn, say go. Next turn they attack with, they make 6, then they attack with 6, we take 5, then they make 11 1/1s, and then they attack with 11 of them. So, no need to tank here, opponent. They might be thinking about like Smite the Deathlessing us, or like if they've got Erkenbrand, they might like want to play it because it's cool. I mean, Woe's Pathfinder. No. Just Horn of Gondor. If this is a lesson in how to play this card, just if you have it on the battlefield, you just activate Horn of Gondor and you win the game. So we'll give them one more turn to figure it out. Let them have a little bit of fun here, but they're going to just horn us now. See, I don't know what they're thinking about here, but again, they should just attack. The only card that can really like beat this is Smite the Breathless. So if you're playing best of 3, it's actually good to pick one of those up in the case that you come up against this kind of deck. Now I've got Slip on the Ring. That's just going to do it. There's no point running it out. And I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty, on the play here, this hand's going to be a keep. We've got Wizard's Rockets into Rosie, into Shire Sheriff. So it's pretty nice start for us here. Now we could Troll of Khazad-dûm, but I think we actually just save the Wizard's Rockets for it. Unless we like don't draw anything, and then we can go ahead and sub that one out. But now we can just cast Rosie here, create the food, say go. A little bit awkward because we don't get to get the +1/+1 counter, but I think given that it turns on our Shire Sheriff, it's worth doing there. So now we can Shire Sheriff away the Elrond here. They're going to get to Scry and land. So I was thinking about Wizards Rocketing, but given we're only 1 land away from getting our Troll of Khazad-dûm here, it's worth holding it just to get that. And if we draw Aragorn already, we can actually cast it. So we can just use Great Hall of the Citadel and a Forest to tap for blue and red, and then we're good to go there. And considering we've got the Fog on the Barrow Downs, we're going to be able to, you know, fog something here, whatever they play. Unless they play like Prince Imrahil the Fair, Build a Pony. That's a good one to fog here. They get some food, but we get to take down the big 4/4 beater. Pretty happy with Fog on the Barrow Downsing this one. And then we'll just bash in this turn. So now it can't block. We get in and we get to troll next turn and draw a card as well. So hopefully draw into some more gas. Opponent's got, you know, 2 food on the battlefield, so they are in a good spot there. They have their own Shire Sheriff as well. They could actually... These things get pretty sick when you Shire Sheriff the opponent's Shire Sheriff. Always the risk with these Fiendbinder type cards, but the Bath Song is a very nice one for the opponent. Getting to loot. This is one of my favourite cards in the set. It's just such a sweet card, but we're in a pretty good spot to counteract it in that we're going to be putting some pressure on the opponent here when we play our Troll of Khazad-dûm. Get 2 draw steps here as well, so theoretically could draw Aragorn. Old Man Willow would be nice. Gandalf would be fine. Lots of cards. Lorien Revealed actually would be pretty nice here because we could use it now. And they've binned Athelian Kingfisher. So, okay, let's go ahead. See if they attack. They're not going to attack. So Glorfindel. Glorfindel's fine, but let's just run out Troll here and see what we draw. Sack the Rockets, draw a card. Rockets has been actually pretty good for us. So Westfold Rider, okay. Would have been nice to have that just a bit before, but we will offer the trade here. Between the Rosie and the Took Reaper. Makes that ring a little bit less, like the ring tempts them, that'll go and build a pony. It's not that good. And Rosie doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot for us here, so happy for that to sort of just go through. Glorfindel's really not that good in this deck. I think it should probably come out for something else. It's just really a 3-2. We don't really have a ton of Scry, so I don't really think we should be playing it. Another Took Reaper from the opponent here, okay. Probably got like a smoothing of Smeagol here or something that they're going to bounce our Troll of Khazad-dûm. Let's just start off by attacking. They also could have the card that makes their creature a 5/5, but they can't block. So let's start by Westfold Ridering in case they've got Glorious Gale. Get that one down. Let's just Glorfindel here. Right, so that's great for us if they don't have a spell here. No, slip on the ring. Okay. And then they're going to eat a food. So they're setting themselves up now to be able to block Troll of Khazad-dûm. And Took Reaper's now there. So now I get to shuffle the cards in. And then they get extra mana. So they're going to have 8 mana. So they can do a lot this turn. We're going to probably need to draw one more good spell, I think, here to close this game out. Like a Enraged Truant would be good. Something to give the ring tempting. Aragorn would be great. The best draw would be Anduril. Flame of the West here. So more card draw from the opponent as they go with an Armed Gift for effectively just one of their lands. So they've got 5 mana. They're going to scry 2. So opponents should have a lot of gas here. 2 top as well. So they should be set now. They're going to need to get a creature down to block Troll. Or, yeah, they can banish it. We have no attacks now with this Build a Pony. Completely just stonewalling us. So yeah, I think we're going to need to draw Aragorn or Anduril. Flame of the West here. If we can draw Anduril, we can put it on Glorfindel and we'll start the chain of 1/1 Flying Spirits coming. Oh, Flower of the White Tree. Wow. So now Build a Pony is a 5/5 effectively. And it's got Ward. Creeper's a 3. A 4/2. At least we can take down Flowering of the White Tree here with Westfold Rider. Ooh. War of the Last Alliance. Okay. Let's go and have a look here at what we can get. So, I want to get a legend. Get Old Man Willow. So Old Man Willow, that green gives +1/+1, blue gives us scry 2. If we take Aragorn and draw a land, I think we definitely want Aragorn. So let's take Aragorn here. Let's play out our land. Let's snipe down Flowering of the White Tree here. And then we're going to get another legend here. This card has been alright. In a stored ball state, it's pretty good. And the ring tempts us. We get to draw a legend. We can just draw Peregrine Took here and give Glorfindel +4/+4, which is pretty nice. I think Old Man Willow is probably going to be the best one if we draw any white spells, because we can create 1/1s. Aaron Rider of Gondor in the bin, so opponent must just have a ton of gas here. Because they've got legends, so Pippin Guard of the Citadel, okay. And then they've probably just got So I think we just take Old Man Willow here. Just want to have a look at Great Hall of the Citadel. Add 2 mana in any combination of colours. Spend this mana only to cast Legends. Okay. So we can cast both of these. So let's go pick up Old Man Willow here. Play out our land. We want to tap this for blue and black. Then cast Aragorn. They probably counter this. Yeah, so there's Glorious Gale. But that was kind of expected. They would have one counter. But Old Man Willows are going to house this board. I mean, it can just trade Glorfindel for Pippin of the Citadel. Unless they have another counter here. No, they don't. Okay. So no attacks from us. Creatures you control get double strike until end of turn. Okay. So Glorfindel can go in. And the Ring tempts us. If we get another Ring tempt, like if we draw an enraged 2 in here, we're going to be able to start cycling, which will be very, very nice. Took Reaper can come in this turn. We need to kill Pippin, so we'll probably trade Glorfindel for Pippin here, I think. And then they like have to chump with Bill the Pony. Another Bill, okay. No blocks here. They're going to have to chump Old Man Willow of the double strike unless they can kill it this turn. Bag and Porter. That's nice. So let's make Old Man Willow our ring bearer. Then let's get in here. I think we just want to sack Glorfindel. Oh, they're just going to give Bill the Pony protection here. Yeah, I think we need to take down Pippin. Yeah, we want to target Pippin. They're going to pay 1 here. We're going to pay 1, sorry. They're going to, give Bill the Pony protection from creatures. They can block the creature. They can block Old Man Willow now. We'll play Bag and Porter. The Pippin's now dead, and they have to still deal with this Bag and Porter. Man, Pippin's such a strong card. Some of the white-blue cards are very, very strong in this set. They actually could have killed Old Man Willow. I didn't even realise. If they had have sacked a food, it would have dealt 4 twice. No, it wouldn't have. Sorry, it doesn't have double strike. No. Ignore me. Bag and Porter here. It's going to be a 5/5 on attack, so they'll have to chump. Block next to... Oh, they get Pippin back. At least Pippin can't do the same thing this turn, and it can't attack us. It can't tap, so we can just kill it this turn. The ring gets to tempt them, though, now. I think they should keep the ring on Took Reaper. But the ring is a bit of a problem now. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's probably it. Their deck's nice. They're going to probably win this one, I think, here. Just grinding us out with the card advantage from the Bath Song really got us, and Arwen's Gift. And now the ring, obviously, as well. So can't really block here because they just get that Elrond back and then they give it the ring tempting, but we're just going to die to the ring here. Yeah, that's going to do it. Good game. 2-2. We'll see if we can bounce back. If we can get our better draws, I think this fun deck can actually get the wins, but we'll have to draw a little bit better than that in order to do so, and I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty, here we are for game number 5 here. This hand's going to be a keep. Just got to hope we hit something to enable us to cast these cards, but it's just a decent curve. If we draw an island, Gandalf should pop off, and then that's a great draw there. Anduril, Flame of the West. If we draw island, we'll still cast... Gandalf turn 4, and then you can just cast Anduril turn 5 or even turn 6 after playing Enraged Huon here. Woe's Pathfinder is fine. Less problematic for us on the draw. And Shire Sheriff's great, obviously, with Anduril. Now we can actually just cast Anduril next turn, I think. No matter what we sort of draw, I think we just want to get it down. They're going to scry 2 here. This card's just not particularly good, I don't think. Up against green-black, so got to watch out for Old Man Willow, Rise of the Witch King, that kind of thing. But we'll just be hoping to ride Anduril, Flame of the West here to victory. The only bad thing about playing Anduril on turn 4 is that you tell them that that's what you're doing. So I think here we actually just want to draw a card off, and now we can just Anduril next turn and set ourselves up here. Because we can equip it to Glorfindel, get 2 attacking 1/1s, and just start going off with the Mighty Sword, one of the best cards in the set. Probably the best card to open. This card's just busted. If you're at the Pro Tour this weekend, it's the card you would want. Morgul Knife Wound is pretty brutal there. I think we just block here. It's like a shame that they're not going to get to attack, but we're going to sacrifice it anyway, so I think it's worth it here. The only good thing about this is that they can't actually block our Errand Rider of Gondor very well anymore. They've hit us with a good game, so they know how brutal this card can be. Now we've got the Flyers, we're going to have Shire Sheriff, we've also got Enraged Huon, and we can actually make Errand Rider of Gondor attack. Legendary if we want to this turn, and then make the Flyers attackers. So opponent's getting in here. And that is fine by me because we can just... So we can... Oh, that's Rosie would have been good. So we've got a couple of options here. We could just Shire Sheriff. If we Shire Sheriff the 3/2, they have to trade all 3 of their creatures for Anduril, Flame of the West here. That seems pretty good, but we don't get to cast a second card here. Whereas we could just cast Enraged Huon, shore up the board, trade this here. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be better here. Let's just cast Enraged Huon, make Errand Rider legendary so that our Flyers all attack. Gumming up the board now. I think we want to hold the land here. Because if we draw a blue land, actually if we draw Lorien Revealed, we're going to want to cycle it for blue. And then be able to cast Gandalf and Shire Sheriff. So now Elven Farsight, I think at this point this game's pretty wrapped up. The sword is just so busted. It's, you know, dealt them a ton of damage. We've created 4 1/1s out of it, and it's not even done yet. Like, we can just equip it to a 1/1 here, or to our Trampler, make a huge threat and get more flying tokens. It's just absolutely busted card. It's so hard to deal with, and there's not a lot of modal removal in this set for artifacts. So, yeah, now I think we just play Shire Sheriff. We're going to sack a token here, take down the 3/4, and then we'll just, yeah, we're going to just equip on Huon there and get in. So that's the game, 3-2, and I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty, on to game number 6 here. This hand is a snap keep. We've got Woe's Pathfinder into Aragorn, into Enraged Huon. So, yeah, this is a nice one. We have to draw a We do have to draw a different color source here in order to cast this, but we can just Shire Terrace, sorry. But we're not going to get to live the dream unless we draw a Great Hall or we draw Island or Mountain. Book of Mazabul from the opponent. Bag and Porter, that's fine. I think we just run this out here. This is still like a nice little curve here. And next turn we can Shire Terrace and Fog on the Barrow Downs this 3/3 to slow them right down off this fast start here from the book. They might have 4 Orcs here, which would be very nice because they could uptick ping our Bag End Porter. But it would have the added benefit of sort of taking that advantage, the 2-for-1 advantage out when we Fog on the Barrow Downs it. Looks like that might be what they're doing. If they attack here, I think we're just... Right, so they're taking down Bag End Porter. Ring tempting to get in here. They can sack it if they want to. Don't think they're going to do that. Ooh, so Great Hall of the Citadel, obviously an amazing draw there. But now let's just get in. Like, we're just going to pile the pressure on the opponent here. They might be able to hit us for 7 damage here, but if they do, they're just opening themselves up to taking... I mean, they're going to take... They will have lethal on board. They'll have to chump because Enraged Huon will be legendary. And then this will be a 6/6, 5/5 plus 4/4 with Aragorn's ability here. So they might sack one of these. Don't know what they're going to do. We're down to 8 as well though, so they're going to need to put a creature on the battlefield. Smite the Deathless doesn't do anything here. So they're clearly thinking they might have like a Claim the Precious, and they're thinking, do they need the treasure token or do they want to draw a card here? If they created a treasure, that's good. No, so they draw a card. Okay. Now they're thinking here as well. So they've cashed in. No doubles. They could have 4 of Orcs here. No, so Gothmog is a really good one. Because it can't block. So that's pretty awkward for them. So I think we just enraged. Ooh, a bit of lag here. We're going to enraged Huon. Bag End Porter. Sorry, we'll give Aragorn +4/+4. And then the ring is going to tempt. And now we just swing out and they have to chump the Aragorn here. Otherwise they're just dead. And we have the blocker for the 4/4. So this hand worked out really nicely. I don't think there's a combination of cards here that can kill us necessarily. And then the fog should hopefully clear the way for the victory here. So pretty lucky rip there with the Great Hall of the Citadel, getting Aragorn down. Aragorn's just been amazing in this game. Just, I mean, it's a 4-mana 5/5 that has enormous upside. So now they're going to attack. I mean, we're definitely blocking here. There's just so many things that can kill us if we don't block. So we'll go ahead and block there. They've probably got like Shelobs. No, they don't have it. So we take 2. Now I think we're just going to Fog on the Barrow Downs, the 1/4, and hopefully get in here. And opponent sees the writing on the wall. That's the win, and I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty, so this is an interesting hand. It's definitely a keep. We've got a Great Hall. We've got some decent top hand. We just need to draw an early play. Best possible draw here for us is Woe's Pathfinder. Being able to get that would just be awesome. We don't have to get anything for Aragorn here, so we can probably use this to get... we'll get a white source if we don't draw anything here to draw. Yeah, so... Okay, so I think we still want to get a white source here. The reason being that we can always cycle this if we need to. And Wizard's Rockets is potentially going to be able to cast it for us here. Rally at the Hornburg, it's a little bit of a problem because we're on the back end a little bit here. On the back foot, sorry. Maybe this hand wasn't actually a keep. It's just a bit tough, like mulliganing a 7-card hand. I think on the draw that hand's probably a keep. So now the question is, do we want to get... I think we just have to get white. We can't risk not being able to cast our spells here. And Glorfindel is a really nice one to rip there, because now I get to go Glorfindel, Bag and Porter in range 2 and hopefully, and then Troll, and hopefully that'll be enough to stabilise here. Opponent certainly could have like a Smite the Deathless, ping us for 1, hit us for 4, down to, yeah, Ranger's Firebrand. Like, they're going to do that now, and they've got the mana as well. They could play another creature, and if they have that, we're in a lot of trouble. These blue-red tempo decks are really, really nice in that regard. If they have a follow-up play here, we're in a lot of trouble. But they might not, because they played Rally. No, they do. So, oof. Grishnak as well, 2 bodies, so makes it even tougher for us. Bag and Porter looks a little bit silly on this board. I mean, I think they're probably just going to swing out. If they have removal, we're just flat out dead. But yeah, I think they're probably just swing out here and like we eat the 2-1 and take 5. Gets a little bit dicey for them if they're probably going to have something though. That's the thing. Like in this situation, I think most of the time they're going to have it. Like it's just a smoothing of Smeagol, a Highland Knights. Any sort of tempo card here is going to rip us really quickly. So they're in the tank. Arwen's Gift, okay. So that's good from the perspective that they're slowing down. They're not going off too quickly, but it's tough from the perspective that they're now going to draw into more gas, and we're probably not dropping creatures at a fast enough rate to deal with it. Also, these decks, they can have Horses of the Brunine, and that will be a huge problem for us if we play in range 2 in here, and then they bounce both of our creatures, and we're in a lot of trouble. They might just get in with the 1-1, but I think if I was in their shoes, I'd probably swing at everyone. Yeah, I think the 5 damage is worth it. And they might have like a Smite the Deathless here anyway. No, it doesn't look like they do. So we take down to 4. Now Shire Sheriff. So I think here we actually want to cast the Sheriff. We don't have anything to exile, and then we don't need to kill a creature here. So I think we want to fight. I think we actually need to fight their legendary creature here. Because if we don't, that one's just going to keep getting in. Whereas now at least we can sort of position ourselves a little bit better, a little bit more stable. It's very likely to have stuff to take us down, but getting the extra body on the battlefield, even though it's just a 2-2, is super relevant. Like, it doesn't really make a difference there whether this is a 2-2 or a 4-5, and being able to play Ents Fury and take down one of the threats is massive for us. They could easily have another Ring Tempest card, and I imagine their deck is full of them. And if they have Horses of the Brunine or anything like that, they just win. But I think that's the play that gives us the most chance of winning here. So that's definitely the one we have to make. Foray of Orcs is going to take down Shire Sheriff here. Maybe they thought here that Bag and Porter was still a 4-5? A 4-4, sorry, and then that would kill it. In which case, like, taking down Shire Sheriff isn't that good because we get to just block. We can take 2 if they want to swing out here. Yeah, so I think they thought Bag and Porter was a 4-4 still, and didn't realise because of Ents Fury it'd become a 5-5. So now we're stabilising here. If we drew like Anduril, Flame of the West or something, we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, so there's the Swamp. Perfect mana. Never didn't have it. We can actually just... No, I think we want to just hold that for one more turn here. I think that if we draw Lorien Revealed, this will be very useful. I think what we do is we crack at the turn we don't, and we crack it, like use the Great Hall of the Citadel to crack it for a blue, and then we can, if we draw Lorien Revealed, we can cast it. The other thing to note is I actually put Bilbo Baggins back in this deck before. So now they've got, okay, another Foray of Orcs here is pretty nice. If we can find a way to kill that thing, I think we need to. So I think we're probably going to crack it this turn. Fog on the Barrow Downs will do it. Slip on the Ring would be good because they'll do it and then we'll flicker in response. So there's a Lorien reveal. Let's do this for 1. And let's use the Great Hall of the Citadel to do it. And we'll get blue mana. So Westfold Rider doesn't do a whole lot for us. I think we just get Enraged Huon down. And we're probably going to make it the legend. Because we know what's coming next. We know they're going to 4 Airborks and kill the 6/5 here. And then we're going to double block it if they choose to attack with it. Our best draw is Fog on the Barrow Downs here by far. So they'll ping the 6/5 now. Because Fog on the Barrow Downs just absolutely neuters that thing. So they can attack here. I'm still worried about what they've got in hand. Like, they might have lands in hand, but I don't know. Be interesting to see if they attack. They're trading an 8/8 for a 5/5 essentially. Alright, so they're getting in. Now we just have to pray. Aaron Rider of Gondor would be a good draw. Smite the Deathless is a nice one from the opponent. Fog on the Barrow Downs. Ugh. So we just have to cast Westfold Rider here. And then... Jeez, the Fog came 1 turn too late. Oh, the Bath Song. So brutal. That's definitely going to draw them the gas they need, I think. I'm going to be shocked if they don't have something to just take down here. But otherwise, we're just going to trade with Grishnak and then Fog the 1/1. But I think they're going to have it. No. Not yet. Not dead yet. So Arwen's Gift is pretty nice. Wow, it wants to tap so badly. I just want to do this. And now we Arwen's Gift here. So there's some great draws. We will take both of those. Now the question is, do we Fog or do we Peregrine Took? Because we could Fog here. If they draw any interaction for Peregrine, we're just dead. I think we might need to just Fog. Peregrine Took's just so good if we get to go like Aragorn, Fog, make a 1/1 and a food. So tough. They're going to see 3 cards this turn. Just trying to think. I think long term, like, we're going to get pinged by something in their deck. We actually just need to try and prioritize the food here. If they draw something to take out the Peregrine Took, then that's just, you know, a little bit unlucky. Not unlucky, but hats off to them. But yeah, this way we get to make the 1/1 as well. We get an extra body, we get the food, and then if we can survive the next turn after this one, we're going to get to crack the food. But, okay, so cast into the fire. Playing land. They're tanking, so that doesn't look like they have it straight up. I mean, far out, actually. I think we really should have just Fogged because any ring tempting will get us here. Okay. So another 1/1. An Erebor Flamesmith. We're just so dead now. Okay. Yeah. Good game. We were dead either way there, but yeah, I don't know what was the right line, and that was the last game. So let me know in the comments which line you thought was the right one there, if you're still sticking around. And if you are, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more content. We make plenty of draft videos, so be sure to stick around and check them out, and I'll see you in the next one.